Welcome to ThingWorx video tutorial series, and in this video we will show how to configure properties on a thing. We'll start with a name field. Name has to be unique and cannot contain any spaces or start with a number or a special character in order to prevent any interference with JavaScript code if we are parsing it. Description field is optional, but we can provide some information on our property in case somebody wants to look at our code or for our personal reference. We have a base type for our property, and by default it's set to string. We can set default values to our properties, and if we select, let's say, boolean for our base type and we check default value, we can set whether our property is true or false by checking the box on the default value in the boolean. Or we can set it to number or any other different base type, and depending on it we can see additional fields for configurations to appear below. For measuring, we can select units for our property, let's say meters. We can set a threshold for the value by using minimum and maximum value fields, and we can have a default value again. For the number we'll just provide any number, or we don't have to provide that. We can have our aspects configured too. For example, persistent, it means if the value is checked to be persistent, when the server restarts, it will save our value and will come up with the default value of 50, or whatever value has been set for it. If the value is not persistent, then when the server restarts and comes up, the value will be gone. We can set it to read only, meaning we can only read the value, but we cannot change it. The value can be logged, and that means if we have a stream assigned, then all of the values will be logged in the stream. We have a data change type. If it's set to value and we have number here, we can set a threshold. Let's say it's 50. Then the event will fire if the value becomes anything within the threshold of 50, let's say 101 or -1. We can set the data change type to always, meaning the data changes will be always firing the event. Even if the user goes and changes the data to the same type, it was 50 and the user changes it to 50, the event will still fire. We can set it to never, off, on, and set threshold. We can click done, and we can also manage our bindings. We can select anything. I'll select exercise thing, and whatever value that thing has in the property, let's say name, we can bind it to our property name that was existent here and comes from generic properties. And this is how we configure properties.